Hey guys, welcome back to my channel ClearHue. If you're new here, namaste. My name is Dr.Rakshita and this channel is all about skincare, wellness and makeup. So if any of these interest you, don't forget to subscribe. Guys, in today's video, we will be talking about newer launches from the Formula RX. They have launched two new products. One is their sunscreen, their tinted sunscreen, and the other is their intense hydration serum, which I have used up a lot of, as you can see by the tube that I have been trying this out pretty well. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. First things first, I'm going to talk about the sunscreen. So I'm going to read out the UV filters in the sunscreen first to get them out of the way so you know exactly what amount of protection you're getting from this. Alright, so first of all, this sunscreen is an SPF of 50, PA of 4 pluses. For your SPF to be effective, it should be above SPF of 30. Now, after SPF of 50, there's not much change basically. It's almost the same. So an SPF of 50 is perfect, and PA 3 plus is the rating of UVA protection in your sunscreen. Alright, so PA of 3 plus and above is preferred. So a PA of 4 plus is a very good rating. Now coming down to sun filters. Now first of all, there's UVA rays and UVB rays. UVA rays A causes sun aging. Now UVB rays cause burning. Now apart from burning, it causes a bunch of different types of skin cancers. Now I'm not going to name what all type of skin cancer, small cell carcinoma, and like so many of them, but no, it just causes a bunch of skin cancers, your melanomas, and you are supposed to stay protected from these two UV rays. Hence we have UV filters. UV filters in sunscreens shield you against either UVA rays or UVB rays, or some filters have broad spectrum effect. That means they can shield you against both. So all the sun filters in here are your new generation sun filters, except for titanium dioxide, which happens to be a mineral sun filter anyway. So we have Uvinal A+, which provides high UVA protection. We have titanium dioxide, which is a mineral sun filter, which provides broad spectrum sun protection. We have Uvinal T150, which provides UVB sun filter protection. And then we have Tinosorb S, which is again a broad spectrum sun filter, which provides protection against UVA and UVB rays. Now, other than that, this sunscreen also has a bunch of different types of ceramides. It also has nanopeptide in here. I have the ingredients list right here. This is the box of the sunscreen, a plain white box, much like the plain white tube. So in the ingredients, we have all of these sun filters. We do have niacinamide in here right after the sun filters. We have a bunch of different type of ceramides. We have peptides in here as well. We have sodium hyaluronate, which is hyaluronic acid as well. Other than that, in the last, we also have iron oxide now, and a bunch of colors, which makes it a tinted sunscreen. I'm going to show you right now what the tint is like. I just showed you, this is what the tint is like. Now honestly, I don't think it tints too much. I don't think the tint is like really pigmented, given this is also just one universal shade and a pretty light shade actually. So I get the concern where darker skin types might feel that this might leave a white cast, though honestly I don't think it will. The pigment, as you can see, is not that strong. It got right into my skin, didn't really have much of an effect. At max it can even out your skin tone a bit, but even I don't think it's gonna even do that, because the tint in itself is like really weak. It doesn't have that foundation effect, or I think they would release more shades, so I don't think it does a lot on your skin anyway. But again, in my experience, on my skin tone in particular, of course this suits very very well. But again, for my more melanin rich beauties, I feel like you will be fine with this one, but you could just give it a try once, or maybe get a sample from someplace. I wish they sold samples, because I'm honestly not sure how much this is going to suit more darker skin tones, given this is like just one uniform tint instead of a variety of tints. And the tint is pretty light, like I said, it's somewhere around my skin tone, so it suits me pretty well. But again, because this is not exactly like a foundation product and the color in it is not that strong, it might just suit most dark skin types as well. But if you are someone that's a lot more melanin rich, more beautiful in a bronzy way, then this particular sunscreen might not be your pick in terms of shades. And in that case, I feel like the Formula RX should have come up with at least 3 shades. One lighter one medium one, and one a bit darker one for, you know, a more broad variety of people. But for now, this is what the shade is like, which I feel like light to medium skin tone, even slightly darker than medium skin tones, would perfectly be able to enjoy. But again, if you are a bit more darker in skin tone, then I feel like this might not be the right fit for you. Having said that, the sunscreen feels really, really lightweight. This is like a moisturizer, which is what the purpose of the sunscreen was, to be a moisturizer and a sunscreen combined in one single product. This is amazing for people who are just lazy, much like me a lot of times, even though I love skincare. Sometimes I just want to get done with it and go out and, just call it a day. So, this is very effective in that scenario where I don't have to put my moisturizer on. I can just put this and it'll be moisturizer plus sunscreen. Having said that, I have extremely oily, acne prone skin type, and to my skin type in winters, this suits very, very well. But maybe during the summers, it could be a tad bit heavy, because this is very moisturizing. Like I said, it's a ceramide and peptide rich formula like their moisturizers, which generally suit my skin pretty well in summers as well. But I'm going to leave it a bit open ended for someone who breaks out with any kind of creamy formulation. If you are someone that breaks out with a little more creamy moisturizers, then this might not suit you as well. We have much lighter like sunscreens in the market in terms of texture, but this is great for someone who's especially a dry skin type, because over your moisturizer, if you wear this is an extremely moisturizing sunscreen. There will be no signs of dryness on you whatsoever. Again, I am on Accutane currently, so my skin is flaking and dry, plus it's the winters here, so this particular product has been very, very convenient to use in this particular season, and my skin really enjoys it. But I can tell you, I can vouch for it, that even when my skin was a bit oily, this had suited it perfectly, I would say, because I started Accutane after I had tried this one, I think. So yeah, basically this. And my mum also has like really oily skin type, and again this suits her pretty well as well. So I feel like it's great. It's very moisturizing. Maybe in the summer season for someone who's very oily, this could be a tad bit heavy. But other than that, I feel like this is gonna be great. The finish initially is really dewy, but then it settles into this natural, almost velvety kind of a finish, that very skin like finish. It settles into that after a while, but initially when you just apply it, because it's moisturizing, it is quite dewy. One added point is that this is a water resistant sunscreen, and that is what makes it even more special, especially again, like I said, for the summer season we sweat a lot, so we need water resistant formulations, and this is water resistant, which is what I really, really love. So I would give this sunscreen, in terms of rating, I would give it an 8 on 10. 8 on 10 because 2 points I've cut. 1 point for the lack of a shade range, which I feel it could be expanded a little bit, given this is going to sell pretty well. It's a really good sunscreen, so I feel like the shade range could be expanded a little bit the way Dot & Key did. And 1 point I've cut for the fact that it can be a little bit heavy on oilier skin types during the summers, but that's okay. This still is a wonderful sunscreen, and I would highly, highly recommend it. The second product, other than the sunscreen, I want to talk about is, I'm so sorry. The other product that I want to talk about is this one. It's their Ultra Hydrating Serum, Intense Hydrating Serum. This is now a 30% of glycerine formulation. Now, when it comes to humectants, I feel like glycerine is my preferred humectant. There's hyaluronic acid and there's glycerine. Hyaluronic acid, I feel like, can be very sensitizing for certain people. Also, I'm really, really sorry for the background noise. There is construction going right across from my house, so I'm really sorry about this. But anyway, I was saying that what was I saying? Yes, I was saying that it was in glycerine. I was saying that there are two humectants, hyaluronic acid and glycerine. Now, hyaluronic acid can be a bit sensitizing on some people's skin. It has that potential where some people could be allergic to it, though it's generally very safe. It's available in all moisturizers, all formulations, but an excess of it could be bad, which is what I feel, which is why I think you don't need a separate hyaluronic acid serum in your routine. I've never used one. Having said that, this glycerine, like I said, is my preferred form of humectant, also because I have a bit of a childhood connect to it. My nani is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. She's so old, she's like almost 70, but her skin still lacks wrinkles. Like, she has like 3 wrinkles probably, but she has always used glycerine. I'm not saying this is anti-aging, by the way. I'm just saying she took really good care of her skin all her life, and one of her go-to recipes was that she would take rose water and glycerine, and she would mix like 1/3 glycerine and 2/3 rose water, shake it, and then use it as a hydrating spray before she would put on her moisturizer. And I loved it. I loved that. So anything with glycerine is automatically something I genuinely really prefer. So this particular serum immediately caught my attention, given that it was 30% glycerine. Now, a few other ingredients in here. I have the box right here of the product. A few other ingredients is that there's glycerin, of course, the second ingredient. Then we have squalane, which is the fourth ingredient. We have niacinamide. We have sodium polyglutamate. We have ceramide in here as well. We have Centella asiatica as well. And we have bisobolol, which is again a very hydrating ingredient. And yeah, just some thickeners and base materials. Now, this particular serum I feel is worth the hype because I saw this getting sold out once already on the website. I think the stocks are running low even right now, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this. I'm still not done with it. There's a lot left, but when I'm done with this, I'm going to repurchase this. This is that serum that promises you, that gives you the hydration that it promises. It leaves your skin looking dewy, radiant, and plump in the nicest way. In the nicest way. Like I said, I have never used separate hyaluronic acid serums. I have used them, but I didn't really like them all that much, so I never have them in my routine. And I don't exactly go for any separate hydrating stage either. I put on my toner and go in with, just say, sometimes an essence and maybe just a good, really hydrating moisturizer. So when this one came out, I immediately was a bit skeptical of how good the effect would be. But I'm just so happy to report that I was not disappointed. This is that one product that I was just so excited by, so wowed by, because again, I use it morning and evening. I follow it up after a toner. I put a toner first, right after I've cleansed my skin. I put this on and then I go in with the light moisturizer. This immediately makes my skin look like the glass skin trend that everyone's after, which is just well moisturized, hydrated skin. This gives you that. This makes your skin look immediately so glowy, hydrated, plump in every way possible. This is like a gel moisturizer like texture in here. It's a bit runny. So when you open this particular tube, please make sure you open it like this and not like this, because the serum will start running. But it's still like a gel moisturizer serum hybrid, and I absolutely love it. I incorporate it in everything. If I have to put on makeup, I'll put this on first. Today I'm wearing foundation, and before I put the foundation on, I put this on first. My base went on really smooth. It looks so nice. I can see myself right here in the monitor. It looks so nice, very smooth, and I love it. It makes your skin look just so plump. If you're someone that is maybe in your 30s and has some fine lines, sometimes this plumps up your skin enough for those fine lines to, not appear temporarily. You can treat fine lines with retinol or other anti-aging procedures, not exactly hydration, but it makes the appearance of them look better. Sometimes you can get fine lines if your skin's simply dehydrated. I'm one of those people that can have dehydrated, like I have extremely oily skin, yet sometimes my skin is somehow really dehydrated, and then it's products like these that come to the rescue, and this one's 110% worth it. If you were wanting to try this product, definitely do try it. Definitely do an allergy test first, put it here and see for 48 hours. If you develop any reaction, if you're good to go, then use it. But I would say pick it up. If you're a fan of hydrating products, pick this one up. It's not going to disappoint you. It is genuinely such a beautiful formulations. It might be my favorite product from the Formula RX till now. Guys, this was it for my today's video. I hope you liked the video, and if you like the video, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment if you've tried this one, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.